Hello and welcome to Moments with Precious Chat Show right here on our channel with me, Precious Amabel Levitt. Fambo, Kusha and Kaba, welcome to Moments with Precious Chat Show right here on the channel. And me will bring the program to honor, me na Precious Amabel Levitt. Inside today on program, inside the chat show, we gonna talk to somebody where we go regard as selfless, where they talk for a set of people in the country where plenty ten day we can feel say they not get importance or they get less importance or the kind side where they don't reach now where they don't need better care. Well, this person here, so in organization, don't make them a point of duty for they go around and talk to people there for let them see need for they consider then set of people them yaso. Well, family, we get the opportunity, we get the privilege to forget with we na yaso na the studio Doreen Barry of Dorwotony Foundation for the Aged. Welcome, Doreen.
Thank you very much, Precious.
Yes, Dorwotony Foundation for the Aged. Somebody will say, aged. Ow, then big people there, now begin to talk for us. So tell me, what's in the organization they bought?
Anywhere where I go, that's not the question people ask me. How you go be young and you did talk for old people? Well, one of the reasons why I did do that, I'm not just say one. Some of the reasons then why I did do that. One, that granny made me. For my baby, now only die 9 parts with 2. Even, when I don't grow up, so we still do together. Though we get 2 apartments we separate, we but the doors them. Look me Domot, look me grandma in Domot. And so, because I realized, say, salon not like other country, where then they talk for old people. You see, everybody focus on women and girls, which is good. But we always do them talking and we not they think about old age. Other countries then they get so many opportunities for old people. If I can take you back, I'm Precious, we can get a superstar when I be a female broadcaster, when I Auntie Meata.
Yes.
Auntie Meata, they do a very big show, just like waiting some of who we don't use for do before, including what you say they do. And when he gets old, not that maybe sometimes family not able to take your farm, but maybe 1 or 2 circumstances make you go find yourself now the King George's system. The time where I get that, my heart caught fast. And I said to myself, oh my God, so you can live a big life, a celebrity status, you did on TV, the glamour and everything. And then at the end of it, at your old age, you don't really know what to come, we will come face you. So because of that, I see and say, if I'm young now, I get all the energy, all the strength now, why I not start for do this advocacy and get other people on board. So now because of that, make we see and fit say, we use the organization, for begin for talk. We not just the talk, we make we more unique. We also the support old people.
Okay, and one thing we make on a unique again, like you say, when it comes to woman and girl picking them, when it comes to man then speak up, when it comes to young picking them or teenage or Black Lives Matter, we go see them or people in the rally around them. But when it comes to Africa, especially not only salon, you hardly hear somebody talk say, well, they talk for that old person how they treat them. So in fact, then feel say when you don't reach that age there, so man can tell you say, but you don't all go pack yandabo. You understand? So and people get different connotations. Like what you say, I've been sabi Auntie Meata, they term them, where myself been they do something with St. George's Home. And I mean, it will interest you for no say the age old they even talk about say somebody don't reach that age there as an old person. Auntie Meata not be reach that age there. But because of circumstances, where you go sit down with the thing the way he go tell you. But how many people really get opportunity, they go avail themselves for go to them, learn from them, waiting the life the way they don't live, and see how we can give joy to them back. And talking about the activities, because for say you the advocate now one thing, for work the talk now other thing, even to organizations the way they say. Some man go say now for donor funding no more and all. One person go there out there and we go on for join me self. I go on for ask you, what thing are the thing the way this you organization so don't they do for old people in the country?
Okay. One thing we really happy for as an organization, firstly, is that one who don't become an household name in a salon. When you talk to the old people, as you tell them, they will say, it's okay, yes, we get this organization, we did for we make them feel so proud because before nothing like that not ever exist. We don't do a lot since October to now. We don't do a lot of community engagement.
When you say October, let tap you a little
2020.
2020.
Yes,
okay.
2020. Now set up this organization. We don't do a lot of community engagement. Inside that community engagement, they what they do with old people. One we they do like community education. We they tell them more like we grandpa them because we been find out so we been going at the correctional center and then give you statistics and the statistics show say most of the grandpa they within a prison are because of sexual penetration. So we always they do that for discourage them and tell them say now when I all know say the first lady in this country a day against standing, for touch small picking and we not go want let we old people get conflict with the law. So we always discourage them. They tell us, say, if you do this, now this will be the after effect. So, and find at old age, you go find yourself inside Padden by wood. Yes. Old age, you like, get in for itself. At least you get how they lay down and sleep. You at school and say, get case with government. So we do that, and also we get legal aid board will sign an MOU with them for ensure so we give free legal services to old people so we can go with them, while to do their community engagement and them. Then we can go with musicians them too, for go entertain them. It go fine for long and no say we old people can dance too. And they know most of them songs how the musicians here they do. In fact, when I can sing half, then can do say, you pass the mic today, you go see themselves they sing. And we able for make let them picking them no say, they self need that kind of opportunity. They can begin to admire say, mama and papa so they can dance. And we can tell them yes, they can dance because we're not giving them the opportunity. So we think say because they're not old, they're not for socialize, all of those things. So we don't do like over 4 to 5 communities. We even take that kind of thing, they carry and go na Boyon, everybody was like, really? In fact, the picking and not come out, na the hall. Because just make them tap outside and then they watch them, then at the window, they watch them, mama and papa them, where then they display. So we do all of those things. And also, we can also try for do visitation. We can get some old people where maybe in family up to date in terms of maybe they get the money, but they lack one thing when a companionship. So we can try for filling the gap in that area. We are in sometimes we take them out, like we even carry some of them go now royal restaurants. Where we carry them go get a lunch, then sit down and keep company. And some of them imagine in those days with how the Lumley Beach can look like. And now you take them go see some kind of beautiful buildings then kind of like really so now so this country don't find us so you don't make and waiting and then we chat with them go with 102-year-old grandma we carry some of the old 100 year it been so fun even the 100 year they tell 102 years say you go marry them before you die. So we we they get all of them fun and we also they do donations to the old people because we can rally around people them. Some man will give you rest, some man will give you other half things them sometimes like used clothing. Well recently go to Susan's Bay Amusai fire incidents take place. It affects most of old people them and them be so happy when we go because some of them now Susan's Bay because the line, if you go na the line where they make, then give them coupon for go collect the things that we everybody to go for go give to them. Old people then hardly for them at the line because one they not get the strength for to have some man in foot, enable worker. So when we go purposely for just old people. So they be so excited. Some of them even shed tears, because they say, hey, we not ever believe say, we get this kind of organization. We really just focus on old people. So we talk to them and let them know say, even at the time of difficulty, at the time when a sadness for them, we always be there for them and we always support them. So all of them things in even the Easter, we do something, and even this Ramadan too, we're planning for give some food distribution to some of old people because some man my dear some man within a big houses, you go surprise you for let you know say they're not getting for it. Most of old people, because when they be young, maybe they don't able build the house, and now when they don't old, maybe the pension when they receive not that much. So sometimes they inside them big houses and they nothing not they do for it. So that's why we always encourage people that not see with old people and maybe they dress fine. This na clothes that they don't buy back in those days where they still they able know they know how for keep the clothes like still look good. You know, like some say we now we're young, we use clothes one time, that's it. But then now they know for starch the clothes well, iron and well and waiting and cold. So all of those things. That is why one of our main focus what we do is targeting old people in various communities. Of course, we get the King George's the sixth home, but we not just want just focus them. Because if we continue for focus, they the one the way they out there will continue for suffer. So we trying to reach out to them. So we actually don't do a lot, you know, in terms of reaching out to old people, always give them more time. Though you know easy, some man go call you, oh come to me. You know, sometimes we not even know how for shape we say, but we always try for adjust. Because you know, then self one for continue for be proud because when they will call you, so you see they can't visit and then you're so excited. So we always do them kind of thing a day. And we're happy because we able for them touch the lives of so many people and like thousands of old people, you know, all over, especially within the Freetown.
Okay. I mean, it's amazing the kind of work where you do. It's not common, and for CC, I mean, you know they get paid well. I don't know if you get paid. We will come
No
to
paid.
that. We will come to that side there.
No
But somebody go out for no again. Why Dorwotony? Why the name? What's in the name represents?
Okay. A combination of names, you know, and including me picking. And one thing we're happy for is that Dorwotony no go for die because me picking always tell me say, mommy, what you dey do now just joke you dey do. Me will do more than that. So it's a combination, three of us, me person, me picking and myself we decide for give Dorwotony like a family something. But we definitely open up with the work with so many people because this is something national. It's not something like just for three people. Yeah, it's something national because at the end of it all those we they work for, we not even sabi them. But now I'm glad I don't get beaucoup grandma, beaucoup grandpas them, and then say they feel good about it.
Okay, well. Father, if you did listen to me now, the program where you did listen to now Moments with Precious, where they come to you every Thursday in a Pulse Africa online television, and within I also they talk to Doreen Barry, where now the CEO of Dorwotony Foundation for the aged. So we don't talk about what's in the organization there, but we go like for know in the next segment of this program, yeah. So what are them in the targets? And the one day we get money, and the one day we not get money. We go on for know all of them things there. So and waiting are the criteria for getting to that one day. We go after this short break here, so we go come back. Let we hear from them. Family, welcome back to Moments with Precious Chat Show right here on the channel. Me will bring the program coming to honor. Me na Precious Annabelle Levy. In case you're not subscribed to the channel yet, you better do so now so you will be the first person we gonna know. But we weekly update them with the give on the channel. We then so we don't talk about old people then as we hear. Old is gold. We don't hear from Doreen by in Foundation, and same way so then can say once a man, twice a child. We can mean to say one time a picking where somebody don't old now two time now, meaning it don't go back into the picking size. So old teen now you can get some old people away can see say then they cry and all people can say what you crying a big person. But not just like that adage they waiting it tell we say don't go back to that form of the picking and the delicacy of them back and very fragile. Doreen, as I've been they say, your foundation, I don't say open to all, but now what are the more you they focus on?
Okay, we focus more on vulnerable aged and how we can do this one. We always the one that within our streets. One of the challenges we get is that not all my within our streets want for going home. some of them just take the begging like a business. So it's so difficult to get that person off the streets. Someone for go na home. So we don't able for take few. We will take from one grandma been there, we been on the big for over 20 years. We able for take them off the street, and how we do able for do that? And because we work with the family, and we try for know who that it make it a big, because all of these things when they do, they are doing it for somebody with they love. And all people when he get somebody with elect, you can able for get them around, because if the person tell and say, make so, it definitely they listen, because it gets special, something I had for that person. So able for meeting family and talk to him family, and God may make it so favor we back in the way that when we self talk to them, able for so okay, anything we wanna see already. So it then at the home, who don't can gonna can judge us the sixth home. The only thing we go for do for them, if he fall sick and the other one they will okay go. Now we responsible as an organization for the medical, which is so challenging. And also, other old people in our other communities, them we can able for reach out to them. We work with counselors, them we can help sometimes identify. Sometimes we self go and identify for us, because we can talk with them. We not just they go take your number, we sit down, we discuss, and you agree that okay, this is what I need, and we say okay, this will be able for support you with, and that's so we can able for do them. For the one the way God bless them, their families, them what we can do, we can find them, go visit them, and once in a while get kind and go small gifts, because because somebody old no mean say forget and gifts. Even me or you, maybe something you let somebody sometimes surprise you,
right.
Even though you get everything you can afford them for yourself, but those little surprises mean a lot. So we can also do that, go to hospital, outside old people and the way they're sick, we can also reach out to the old people and they also. So we always they try for balance, whether you rich, whether you poor, though we majority is for the vulnerable, but those who can afford it, we can find time, go visit them, keep company with them, make them happy, because now that's their need. Not all man need rest or sometimes milk or sugar from we. Some not just companionship no more need. So we feel in those
how can cope with the getting on business, because like you say all person and getting on and they go hand in hand. So I mean we were granny many myself we don't know how for where them call for deal with them, but the other one then where they work with sometimes they're not compassionate like you, they not get patient like you. How you deal with them challenges then?
It's not easy, but one thing we can always try for do, we can ensure you we get patient. Like I remember a matter where an old man where he get some issue outside day because he able for pay the rent, they're supposed to throw him out of the house, but we able for go meet the person with it, and I don't go mention the institution, and we go appeal to them, and they tell me, say, no, you see, if you need in that party, don't tell me, don't cost me, don't this me. I was just there like, okay, I beg. At the old age, and then when we say go give the party feedback now, say okay, now this, don't give this condition. He was so pissed off with me. He starts to shout at me, and I just would say, hey grandpa, I mean don't use me of fear. I don't go work and meet that big man in office. I don't go beg that big man say, do you allow you? So myself, I said, okay, well, grandpa, just think about it. Anything you feel, I go know later. But sometimes they can do things and they can come around just like picking, and the next day call me and say, oh, I saw you yesterday, the way I talked to you, I've been stressed up. I say, no, it's okay, I can understand. So I think this kind of work what you do is like, for me, I see them as a ministry. That's how I see them. And the kind patient where I get inside of me, sometimes I can really ask myself many times, is this really doing? Because so many things you go through, because one thing at old age, there are things you cannot tell them now, say, oh, why make you not be doing, you live a better life, we be young. They don't need those kind of things for taking them back. So you just go for try. Some of them, even though they do so much, they're not they appreciate. But still they're not going to prevent you from stop doing what you're supposed to do for them. But the key thing is patience and just be humble and try to understand what some of them go through, because some man really not being prepared for your old age. So what they see now where they go through, some man families and they abandon them, they picking them, nobody is there for them, and nothing is there for them in terms of maybe team for it, better side for them. So they can somehow you know, the anger they in them, like disappointment or waiting. But make you always tell people and say, don't take them back to the old days. Just let them. They want to share with you, say in my own days, I mean, they live so life, it's fine. But no one will tell them because like that party, he said the person go tell and say, you don't believe a better life even young. Now I make sure you did like a TDN before build the house. I just say, really? That's that person they talk to you, you know, because you got for try for support them in things they say to you. But if you say just say one or two self, the person you they hurt them the more. So what we always do, we always try for okay na two. Whatever they say is the final and are the exact or correct things, then they say to we. So I think say
and I agree with you. It's a ministry. It has to be your calling.
Yeah.
If you go there no more for the glamour, if you go there for the icing of men, you go run away one day. You will get frustrated, you know. So I agree with you. Now, let me come to on a present activity where they're about for the symposium. Tell Framble them small bit about them.
Okay, we did get a symposium. We all know say when it comes to the discussion of old people, it's so less in a salon that you hardly hear people say, okay, look, can't get this thing what they do, and no one just will bring one or two topics that we get for those old people. And we see how COVID-19, how it affects old people them all over the world. We salons have not exception. And also we want for come out, you know, with a critical discussion, bring out, you know, issues them where we feel say we for do for old people, you know, at this time where they talk about post COVID-19. So we get the symposium, you know, we get panelists them. People that will believe sick able for dealt more on their issues and they for come and can discuss. And also they also get the old people themselves. Because one thing we try for do, we may not just want for continue for the talk. I want them for begin tell the story. When that make we even don't get elders council. That elders council are just old people. My sister, if I don't get zeal more than waiting we do because then they keep meeting every Thursday. They get meeting, you know. So we're using that symposium for draw the attention of government for letting them say at this time issues like medical support for old people. We need you know fine clothes for old person for where we need food old person need and also psychosocial counseling because just look like where this COVID-19 come, the preventive measures that be put in place in terms of not come near person, distance yourself, put on face mask. All person depend on somebody for help. So there is no way those preventive measures, you know, they can able for work with them. So they depend on us and we get for make them happy. If we all abandon them, you know, it's not going to go down well with them because what we see now is like a payback time for them. We want for ensure see waiting that we don't do before where we been small now we don't big small and then they're old now we have to like support them.
Okay, and finally before you come left free, when it comes to how wanna they get their money because obviously they do so you need money, you need the resources. Is it that when I get a bank account where people linking they go donate or when I get to work with government where government they give this money or how financially when they do for support the organization?
That's not easy. For the start now, nothing government don't give to the organization. Waiting we solely depend on our friends them. I even get some friends who hardly pick me calls now because you know if I call them, I get for cry for old person because my dear people come now with old person they come now with office they want money for buy I drop they want money for thing for it they want money for maybe something they get some family something. I even get right now an old person where they na Kube where the also been the Austin for them. Actually, what we need for that particular do that kind of house stay for, I'll just need like 3 to 4 million. It's not much. But my sister, you call certain people you think say, oh, this person, if I call her the problem solved, it will just say, oh, maybe something, you know, they don't believe like supporting old people. But we really they try for ensure so we encourage. We get some few friends on Facebook within the diaspora with someone because he believe and see what they do. It can call say, okay, look this small support. It's not much, maybe not just 2 to 3 or 4 of them, so far since we don't start to get where they do that and before we actually looking forward for more people for come on board. You where they oversee, we really they look forward for all you support, because if we saw the wait on government, for coming now where they're not coming it, and then we just relax, then everything will die. And we don't want to let this die, because this is something where the old people don't see like their own. So we don't want to disappoint them. So somebody did in America, where because he believe in what they do, he open a GoFundMe page for we, for ensure say una way they out there cable for go to that GoFundMe page and support. But most times me people where they watch, I have to be begging people I know say dear. So man go come say in the college, they on the final year, because now they right, even the SDGs they talk about education, even at old age, it now right for a land book. So if you don't reach that stage there, maybe na small money left, we can come in and rally around people and bigness with their support me. So for me, most times I can say, Amy, at this time I just stay on bigger work, they call people, even at the symposium, yes, we get 1 or 2 institutions we give you small thing, but most times we depend on individuals, because most time where you go, so not like other country where you get a specific institution where they give support, like say they get the money like we get for women and girls in all day. So we actually depend on people. So we want for use this medium also for continue to appeal so you will watch this program, not be say you can count money. If not all clothes, all suits, anything you think say old person can make use of, diapers, like there is a sister also doing diaspora, we send small things and sing some diapers, because we get some manner diapers that they use at old age. And imagine those diapers, it's very expensive. Old age is expensive, or not something we cheap, it's very, very expensive. So this is something we really at the same time we want for begin prepare our mindset. We were young, now begin prepare so we too they expect from it at old age. But we still continue to appeal to everyone, come on board. This is for Sierra Leonean. Sierra Leoneans them still will support all people. They need we at this time. If we not support them, other one let's support them. Even if international organization go for come on board, if they're not see what we don't begin for do first as a starting point, they're not going to bother for coming, because they want for seal. So we want to let people take this as we own project, not to say like project winner for international donor for can begin. Yes, then go come, but let's start it together. And tomorrow we all go be proud. Say this is something when me and you we start and we don't also now we can be proud and say yes, we were part of DOFA.
Okay, well, Doreen, plenty, thank you. Before you go, inside Moments with Precious, we always get one question where we can they say, well, they ask on behalf of the audience, and ask some critical question or people think just I want to ask, I want to play the devil's advocate, and so someone out there go say, now people don't become old, they want me to take care of them, but when they be young, they not take care of me. How me, if you not take care of me while I be young, why me for take care of you where you old? This is not something where I mean not only in the one that will not get the level, even to the one that will get money safe. So I feel to say because in mama or in papa not be maybe put premium paying education and all, so where it gets this kind of money now, it not supposed for give back to them. So what you go want for say to them people and the way they think then kind of way they
we all too can always do with the ask for forgiveness for that, because do me or do you not find even the Bible, even the Quran no accept them kind of things, say because you do me something so I will turn and give you back, because old age don't too easy, because I believe say most of them we cannot do them kind of things and they can somehow regret. Though you get some way go say, okay, no, but most can regret them, because when you don't old, you need somebody. If you not get person around you, my dear, not to tell you they easy. That's why sometimes we really admire people out in the provinces where they can so strong. They see them, they use diapers, then go they take their life. So you see all of them things and they, but really now forgiveness, you get for forgive. If you not forgive the person, say because if you don't do something, so where you self don't get money now, you go abandon them, and then the person go just die like that, you go just suffer like that. We really, I believe so. We are all humans. We get conscience. So let us not do me or do you. Let us just continue to forgive. We parents them. Most people go through them kind of things in the but with the big and with the big one in the name of Jesus and in the name of Allah. that if you were to watch this program, you know somebody where your mama or your papa was not there for you and now they're not old. Find that blessing, taking care of old person. It's a big blessing. You not go understand, but this is a big blessing when you do that for old person.
Plenty thank you for the on the chat show, Doreen Vary, and the CEO for Dorwotony Foundation for the aged, the one the way they look after, where they take care, where they try for take old people in a treat, bring them come na us, and even the one they way serve dinner us for see how they can give them companionship where sometimes they all of now one day then get well. It's been a pleasure for get you Naya so today.
Thank you.
And we want for say plenty thank you to we cameraman, we na Sammy, and also we light person, we na Mr. Brave. Until then, we want to say tata till next week, and God bless.